Hey everyone, Ethan with Hey Bucko Outdoors here. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. Please, before we get into today's video, do me a huge favor and smash that subscribe button. Like, share, comment, helps us with the algorithm, helps out what we do here at the channel. Thank you. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Hey Bucko Outdoors. By the title of the video, I'm going to be going over what I personally use for home defense. Now, sound off in the comments. I love hearing what you guys say. Is this a good choice? Is it a bad choice? Considering where I live, I've taken a lot of stuff into consideration with this particular choice in my hand. I've taken an over-penetration, stopping power, capacity for amount of rounds I can carry, ease of use because I do have a young wife. So I keep that in mind too. So I'm going to go over what I have. This is a custom build. I will say this is an AR-15, obviously. This is in 300 blackout. 300 blackout, for those who don't know, is one of those guys right there. It's basically a 5.56 cartridge, neck down to fit a 308 projectile, something very similar to that at least. So I'm going to go tip to butt on this rifle to explain what I have. Try to keep the video as short as I can. Standard A2 style flash hider. People are like, oh, why didn't you put a can on it? If I'm in a home defense scenario, I want this thing to be as loud as it possibly can. I think that's probably the most beneficial. Yeah, I'm probably going to blow my eardrums out, but after being in the military for a while, I don't have much hearing left to begin with. So up here I have a front sight post, backup iron sight, just in case my red dot back here goes out, which I'll get to in a minute. I have a 14-inch, or 15-inch, excuse me, M-lock rail. Right now I just have a QD point for my sling. I'm looking at getting a forward grip. I'm not sure if I want a flashlight. So people are like, well, if you want a flash on your area so you can spot the dark, or I could just flip the light switch and turn my light on because it's my house. But I guess, you know, to each their own. Back here, the standard M-lock handguard all the way back. This is a basic Anderson lower. For me, what really matters is the uppers, the accuracy, and the tolerances. With that, it's a very tight fit. We have a Picatinny rail here on top. On top, I have a Sig Sauer Romeo MSR. Very sweet little red dot. For the price, you cannot beat it. It's extremely durable. I believe 20,000 hours of battery life. So if you turn this baby on and you leave it in safe, to set a reminder on your cell phone to check it every 2.5 months, and you should be fine. The batteries are inexpensive, easy to find. Back here, we also have a rear flip-up sight for backup. Worst thing that happens is you get a bump in the night and your red dot goes down, so you don't have a way to shoot. That's why I always carry backup irons on my gun. I think that's the smartest thing to do. Now, behind that, I have a ambidextrous charging handle. The reason for that, I am a left-handed shooter. My wife is a right-handed shooter. That way, no matter what happens, say one of our arms is down, God forbid it would be, but either one of us can charge from either way. And it just happens to be a bigger bearing surface, so I can just reach there in the dark and pull. Back here, nothing too fancy. I just have a standard like M4 style 6-point adjustable stock. I do have an a QD point for my sling right here. I'm a big fan of QD. It tends to be pretty sturdy from what I found. The only thing I will say, I don't personally mind it. What I've been issued in the military is a standard A2 style pistol grip. I don't have a problem with it. My wife thinks it's a little bit uncomfortable. So what I'm probably going to do is put a mag pull grip, or maybe a hoe grip, something a little bit more cushiony. Now, to go over the round I am using, what I'm using here, so like I said, 300 blackout. What I have for this setup is 2 fully loaded 30-round magazines. These are MFTs. I like them because they're very durable, they're very sturdy, very heavily built. They've got a lot of gripping surface here on the sides. I think 2 magazines of 30 rounds is more than enough. What I'm using are Fort Scott munitions. They're tumble under impact round. Basically, this is a light copper solid, dumps all of its energy and will keyhole right after hitting the target. So say in an unfortunate circumstance, I was hunting, whether it be 2 or 4-legged game, as soon as this hits or doesn't hit, even if it misses, it's going to dump all of its energy and basically not have any penetration or stopping power afterwards, whether it be hitting drywall or flesh and bone. So that is definitely a good thing. Like I said, taking into consideration over penetration, I do live in a community where houses are very close to each other. I don't want to accidentally kill little Timmy down the hall when I'm in a situation, God forbid. So I think it's very important to take that into consideration. Let me know what you guys think about this choice. Would you choose something else? I'm thinking about switching to subsonic rounds. I just want to make sure my gas system can handle that. You can run into problems with cycling. This is supersonic. Shoot it loud, shoot it proud, in my opinion. 115 grain tumble under impacts, I believe, are a great idea. My other option, I have a shotgun set up with number 4 buckshot, but we're not going to get into that in today's video. So that is my home defense setup. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please have a fantastic day.